Good morning and welcome back to Jodi Lewis Creations. We are still in the middle of hashtag Crafty Christmas in July 2023. And as you guys know, that this was hosted by Teri at Sweet Pea Papers and Lisa at Lisa's Paper Lace and Bling. Teri is having a giveaway in her Facebook group, so go check that out. And Lisa's having an awesome shop sale. So if you buy $15, you get a free yard of lace. And if you do $35 or more, you get free shipping. And I can tell you that I've been in Lisa's shop. If you didn't see that video that I posted, I did a small order from her and I absolutely love what I got. So her descriptions are good, her prices are fair. So go check her out, especially if you can get a free yard of lace and free shipping this month. Get over there. But please do make sure that if you do order from her, you let her know that I sent you. Okay, so yesterday I spent hours literally on the one page with the file folder page. So you guys will see that. That will have been the previous video. I still have to upload it. And then, so today I want to finish this page. We need something to put in the envelope. And I had on here, look for a small number stamp for 25 on here. So I'm going to remove that note now. And just, well, I don't need it because I have stamps here. So I had a couple thoughts on this, and so we'll see where it takes us. I have this set that has like these vintage looking numbers, and I love this set. And then I have this set, which is just kind of fun and whimsical numbers. And size-wise, I think actually both of them would be okay to make like a little block there. And these have dies with them to match some of these, but honestly, I hardly ever use this set. And like, it's got a keyhole image at the bottom, and that's not even what this set is. So, I don't know. Anyway, okay, stay focused today. So I did spend yesterday, you guys, I said in the last video, I had to go clean yesterday. And of course, I overdid it, and so my back's hurting. So bear with me if I'm a little goofy today, because I did have to take my medication again, which I hate doing, but I have to get through. All right. I kind of like that because it's more vintage feeling with that Santa. So we can lay that there and see how we like it. And then I'm just kind of auditioning these. This particular set of stamps, I'm not sure what it is. I think I have the packaging in my drawer, but okay. So I can tell you that I like this one because I can seat these a little bit closer together versus these, which are going to be a little further apart unless I stamp them separately. And then I can get them a little, like if I can stamp the 2 and then I can stamp the 5 closer to it. But I just like the feel of these. I don't know. They're speaking my language today. So we're going to go with those. Okay. So there's that. So I need to get my little acrylic block out so that we can stamp those, which I actually didn't get out. I was trying to be good and be prepared, but you know. Okay, I'm not going to fight with that right now. Let me grab my blocks here. Okay. And I will tell you that Chloe is on a tear this morning, so you may hear her. Mark's in the attic working, so you may hear him. Just trying to get finished up the AC units. I told you guys we were having an issue with them. And finally, the guy came yesterday and supposedly fixed them. I mean, it was nice and cool in the house yesterday when I got home from cleaning, which was nice. But we'll see how they do. Okay, so what I'm thinking is I have this scrap. I'm just going to stamp on that. But then I was thinking, do I want to do that or do I want to look at my dies and see if I have a nice little die to go? But I think I can make that a label. And then, oh, I know. where are my little Christmas doilies? What if those are going to be too big? So never mind. Just kidding. Do I have, ooh, a little ticket would be cute though with a number in it. I could make a smaller ticket size and have over to the size. We could do that. That might be kind of cute. Or I have these little scraps here. Like, is that big enough? Oh, that might not be too, that might be too little. We'll figure it out, but first let's get it stamped. Okay, so itchy. I'm dry, my hands are dry. I think I wash my hands about 500 times when I'm over there cleaning, and just my skin hurts when I come home, for sure. But it was a long day. I was like, I'm gonna be done at 5 o'clock. Regardless if I'm done at 5. So I got done about 6. I know better than to set limitations when I go over there. It just doesn't work. Does not work. Okay, so let's stamp this. All right. Cute. All right, let me do another one. Those are kind of far apart, aren't they? So let me take the 5 off. Let's stamp, oh, Jodi. Stamp the 2. I'm telling you guys, I'm goofy this morning, so again, bear with me. Stamp my 2. And then let's take the 2 off, put our 5 on here, and line it up a little bit closer maybe, and offset it just a smidge. Now that's cute. I kind of like that. One more attempt just to make sure that we like it. I'm gonna run out of room here, aren't I? Here's the scrap. This is a good way to use your scraps too. I mean, you can, I could sit here and just randomly stamp numbers on these and then have some number strips to pull from, which, you know, wouldn't be a bad idea. Maybe I should do that. Now, the thing with making them wonky when you're trying to line them up like this is, like, if it's off center or off, then it doesn't really matter because you can just, like, have it wonky on purpose, and then it doesn't, like this, it doesn't matter. I hope that makes sense. Oh, Mark's got music on. I hope that's not coming through in the video or YouTube will flag me for copyright. Okay. Oh, that's not a bad lineup. Okay. All right, so enough of those. Okay. This lid is the problem that I had on that one paper because it flipped the flat side down, and that's how I got ink on that one page that was inadvertent. Okay. And this foam, if you don't know, this is just like, I don't know, I got it on clearance at Joanne, but I think you can get it like in the kids craft section. But what it does is it gives you a softer surface for your stamping to make sure that you can get a good impression. Where if I did it just on my craft mat, because that's a hard surface, it doesn't allow for the stamp to kind of sink into the paper. So just a little tip for you, and it's not my idea. I don't remember where I learned it. Possibly Andrea. Oh, I kind of like that one. So let's just tear this and see what we've got. So I hope everybody's doing well. I know I didn't say that. I just went right into blabbing this morning. But I hope everybody's doing well. We said, like I said, the AC guys finally came. And I say finally because they were leaking around the fittings. The refrigerant was leaking. And so he came over last Sunday, which was the day, and I was like, oh, it's like hours later. Oh, I like it. I like that. I think that's a cute little piece to put on there. Anyway, and so he was like, oh, well, he had to get the fittings to fix it. And they were supposed to come in on a truck on, like, I don't know, I want to say Wednesday. But they didn't come in on the truck Wednesday, so then it was Thursday. And we expected him to come on Thursday. But he didn't call. He didn't call, he didn't write, he didn't text, like any of that. And we were like, hello. It's supposed to be in the 80s this week. We need it fixed. And oh, I gotta fix this. I think I killed my ink pad. Excuse me, I'm gonna cough. Anyway, and we were like, you know, we need it fixed, but we need a piece of paper from him too. His certification paper, so that we can register the units, because in order to register them, it has to be hooked up by a certified HVAC guy, HVAC guy. And so he said he had to go take his test, and we were like, did you not have your certification when you hooked him up? Like, what the heck, man? What's wrong with people, I swear. I really like that a lot. I'm wondering, do I need to put a little bit of something behind that? Will that fit? No, that's too small. That's okay. We have stuffs we can use. That's not enough contrast. What about, I had a cheesecloth bit here somewhere that I was working with yesterday. No, do you guys think I cleaned up? I did not, because I was so exhausted when I got home last night. God love Mark. He'd run to the store, just got a frozen pizza, which was fine with me. And I don't like that on that. Anyway, he got a little frozen pizza, which was completely fine with me. And he had that like cooking when I got home. And so we just basically I held my recliner down. He was funny because it was like 7 and I was so tired. And he's like, you're not going to go to bed at 7 o'clock. And I was like, well, I could, but I won't. And then we turned a stupid movie on. And I say stupid because the movie was super stupid. And I look over and guess who's sleeping? It wasn't me. I lasted through the movie. But in all fairness, I was texting. I was talking to 2 people and messenger chat and texting 2 people, and I was just doing some catch up after my really crazy day yesterday. Crazy day. Oh, what if I put it here? Is that going to show up more? I don't want to block his tree. I know, I'm fussing with this. I need to stop. This is why I can't get done. I keep fussing with things. Here we go. Yeah, just a little something poked out. So anyway, I cracked up and I was giving him a hard time. I'm like, you were giving me a hard time about wanting to go to bed at 7:15 and you fell asleep. But he worked really hard yesterday too. He had a lot going on himself. And so, and like I said, I was gone. Like, God love him. He even cleaned up lunch dishes so that I could get out of here because I wanted to be over at his dad's house by noon. Because I'm telling you, it's tough to try to get out of there in 5 hours. And then I knew they wanted me to make bacon. I've created little bacon monsters because I bake it for them and they like it. And then all they have to do is just microwave it for a little bit to warm it up. And I don't know if I've told you guys, she's basically blind. And he's not much better. And he's trying to take care of himself and her. And it's a mess. They really need some in-home care, but they don't want to give it up yet. So anyway, so I made 3 pounds of bacon while I'm trying to clean and do her hair. And then he brought home a cat. Don't even get me started on that cat. They don't need another cat, but he thinks he was rescuing it. Whatever. And so the cat's terrified, but came to me. I'm not being like, oh, the cat came to me because I'm so whatever, but it did. Like, I was running the vacuum in the room where it's hiding, and the vacuum scared it. So I turned the vacuum off, and I was like, it's okay, kitty, you know, and talking to it. And I'm like, it came to me immediately and like wrapped itself through my legs. And so then I was like, okay, I had to check bacon and I had to finish that room. So I finished that room and I plugged the vacuum in a you know, a spot for the different, you know, you got to move your cord around when you're moving from room to room. Anyway, so I was moving the cord and the cat picked its little head out at me. So I talked to it again, and then here it comes for more love. I'm like, I got stuff to do. Cannot just love on you. But she's scared. Hopefully she acclimates, but they have other cats that are not being very nice to it, which is normal, but I just feel bad for the kitty. So I kind of have a soft spot for it. Okay, so I like that. That just finished that piece off, I think. And it's not over, you know, it's not hiding Santa's image or anything. It just gives that a little bit of texture, which I like. Okay, so then we need a card for inside here. And I was trying to catch up on a couple videos this morning, and I was watching Lisa, and I was like, oh, that's the image that I'll use in my piece that I need an image for. So, let's see here. Here we go. I want to see if this Santa is going to sit in here like I'm hoping he will. I think he will when I cut. Let me cut that white off there, and then we can see if he fits. But he's not very tall, but that's okay. It's more just for a journaling piece to put in here. And then it gives room for whoever gets the journal. You could put something else in here if you wanted. We still have to take just a little bit off that edge, but I think he's gonna fit in here nicely. I've got this folded in half already, so. We already know this is not gonna be a straight line. We're gonna have to trim that up. Okay, sorry about that. He said he does. He's really good about it. He tries not to talk if he hears me filming, but he didn't hear me. So does that mean I'm speaking too quietly? I don't know if that's gonna work. And do I want a Santa here and a Santa here? That's a really good question. Merry Christmas might be cute. I might have to reprint that or something else. Okay, so I will figure out what we're gonna use here. I thought I had it figured out, but guess what? Change of plans. So let me get the piece figured out for this and I'll come back. Okay, so I had this card in my kind of pre-made ephemera stuff from, I don't know, projects past, I suppose. It was backed with book page, so I assume at some point I thought I was going to use it for a tuck spot maybe. Who knows? Anyway, so what I was thinking is, I should have inked this. I won't ink it while I'm talking to you guys, but anyway, this will sit in here like this, and then we've got some holly. It kind of ties everything in, and maybe he's going out to find the Christmas tree. I don't know, but I like that image in the window. And obviously that tag isn't big enough, so I'm gonna put a pull on the side of it. When my glue dries, I want to stitch around it. Then I think what we'll do is, like, I have, you know, this piece of paper. We could even fold, sorry, was that loud? I'm so sorry. We could even just fold a piece of just dyed paper and put in there, because then that's going to give us like journaling space. So let's go ahead and do that. And then, like I said, when this tag dries, I'll get it stitched around. And then this pocket, it'll have a piece of paper that can be used to journal on or whatever. And the tag, I backed it with a little bit of cardstock. And then that will be in there. So I think that's cute and plenty full for that pocket. That's plenty to put in there. And so that page will basically be done. But again, my tag has to dry. Oh, I've got to put a tab on it. But I want to ink it too. Excuse me. I get into all kinds of stuff when I'm over there cleaning, and sometimes I have a hard time the day after. So I woke up this morning, I sounded like a frog had landed in my throat. It was awful. Let's see. I punched all these tabs out of scraps, and now I'm like, because they don't match what we're working with, I'm like, do I really want to use one of these or not? I don't know. Ooh, this one might be cute on there. Hey. Oh my gosh, where did it go? There it is. Just a little pop of red on there maybe? No, don't like that at all. I want a neutral one. I have music paper ones cut. in my non-Christmas one. See, that's the thing when you're trying to prep and have your bits, but not everything has to just be Christmas themed either. I mean, there, that's more neutral. I like that. It doesn't take away from the picture so much. So I think that's what we're gonna go with. Ooh, we also have this scripty one that's neutral. That one's really subdued. I kind of like that. Yep. Okay, so get that on there. Get it inked. I'll get it stitched around, but that's going to be later because I used a wet glue like a ding dong, and I didn't use, and I did the whole thing because it was an afterthought to stitch around the edge. So this piece actually won't get finished until later, but that's okay. We don't always get all the things done right away, right? So then I'll set this aside because I know this is what I want to use on here. Let me just paper clip that. That's like a come back to this in a minute piece, right? What am I doing? Okay. So I know I want to stitch around that and I have to ink it, but again, paint drying. So he'll go on here like this, and this will flip out. So I do have this envelope lip is kind of supported a little bit, but why is it not sticking? Oh, that's interesting. I wonder if I didn't glue that down. It is entirely possible that I did not glue that when I put it on there. But that's okay because you're not really going to see it anyway. Because I'm thinking this is going to be like this and flip out. And I was thinking maybe we could do a side tuck on here. Oh, you know what might be fun? It's like a belly band there. And then this could flip out, have our belly band, and then we could just put a big card in there. So, what scrap? Trying to use my scraps. Trying. Oh, this would be good because it's that, well, is it that paper? It is that paper. And then that would tie into the cardinal real well. And then we could run a piece of lace down that. I like it. I like it. I could even do that on top of it, but I don't think I want to. I want to do this on the inside. And then our card will be flat, so that way it won't catch on that lip. But I like that because that's gonna fit on there really nicely. So let me formulate this and cut some things, and then we'll come back. Okay, so this is where I am so far. And I have to go down and prep lunch and go outside and mow and water some things and so all that good fun stuff. It's a beautiful day, so I don't know that I'll even get back up here today. So I want to show you what I did. So I did decide on the belly band, and then this flips open, and of course we have our paper and our tag in here, and I haven't sewn around the tag yet. I do need to set that over there so I see it and do that. But anyway, so yeah, we'll have our envelope flip out here. This is the mistake from the last video, one of the couple of mistakes I made. And I thought, you know what, I can use it for this because I'm not trying to match the size to anything. So I just marked the center of the tab and then measured from there. So like one side I took like, I don't know, 1/16 of an inch off, and this side I took like 1/2 inch off. But it's a way to use that so I'm not wasting that piece of paper. And I think it looks fine there. So that'll flip open, so you'll be able to journal here. And then I'm debating on this piece. I'm like, I want to put something here. I thought about putting a sentiment there and maybe a strip of lace down the middle. But then I thought, but if I put this here, then that's another place to journal. So I'm kind of on the fence about that particular piece. So let's put it in our signature and see how this is going to look. Let's see how this is going to look. Oh, I think that's cute. Oh, I think that's actually going to look nice. And that's going to flip open. That'll be open. So, I mean, once this is in the book, this piece might be a little awkward to journal on, but you could even put a photo there or a note, a receipt, something. And I do want to make sure there's room to write in here. I also could just leave it blank, so then, you know, down the road, oh, I get this Christmas card, I really like it, or I want to save a piece of tissue paper from a package. You could put it there. So I'm not sure yet. I haven't made that determination. However, this piece does fit, and it's kind of a surprise when you open because you can't see it when that's closed. My other thing was I was debating on whether to put a tab on here, because this has a tab, but put a tab here like, hey, open me, I do something. So I'm not sure if I want to do that or not. Maybe just a piece of trim or something to go on there. Be like, hey, I keep trying to use this, but I don't really have bling in this journal, so I'm not sure. But anyway, so that's where I'm at, and I will think about it. I definitely want to finish this page. I'm getting so close with all my white space. That's really what I'm trying to tackle right now. Then I'm going to go through and start tackling filling all of my pockets and tucks, because I do want it to be, I want it to feel complete. I want room for somebody to have, you know, like a space to put things. Like, this is actually a tuck here, but I don't have anything peeking out of there to indicate like, hey, oh, well, maybe I do something like that. Because this is just a piece. I mean, I probably would make it with something from this, kind of what I've been using, but I pulled this out of the ephemera because I like the color. But I might find somewhere to do that. But we could do one a little bit wider and stick in there, and then that would be room to journal, or even, oh, you know what, that might actually be the perfect size just to stick in there as a journaling card. But anyway, okay, I know I'm all over the place, but I am loving this journal. I'm loving it. And my friend said that she was up really late last night and she was catching up on it, and she says, I really like how it's coming out. And I'm like, well, thank you, I am loving it too. So we'll see how this goes. So, okay. That's at prep lunch, go mow. Probably won't be back in here today, or if I do, I won't film. I'll just keep working. And then I'll probably be back with you in the morning with my coffee to finish this video, and then go from there. So, yeah, I'll see you guys in a bit. Okay, it's the next morning, and I truly am just coming on to finish up this video. I need to clean up this disaster before I can even think about another page. And I have an Etsy order I need to get packaged up, and so that's ready to go in the post tomorrow. And then, yeah, we just have some stuff we're doing still. Mark and I worked outside all afternoon yesterday, and we're both a little tired this morning, but we have to get finished. So, I didn't sew around that tag yet. I will do that. I literally just came up here. So, I mean, that's how much coffee I've had. Not much. Here. Cheers. Good morning. So I'll get that stitched around, get it put in this pocket. I stenciled here. I think I showed you that. I just did a little bit of stamping around the edge of that. I want it so you can still write over that space. And so that page is pretty much done, except for I do need a big something to put in this belly band, but I think this really came together nicely. I like this page. Again, I just want to say thank you for the wonderful, kind comments, for really engaging and really just sharing the love with this series. It has just been phenomenal, and I'm so grateful. Thank you so much. So that'll be the end of this video, and I will see you guys in the next video. I'm gonna get a plan, drink some of that coffee, and then I'll come back and we'll work on another page.